Based morning crafters, and welcome to a new founder
Hello.
update. We are here today because it feels kind of like a little dev day, I would say. You know the
Mhm.
dev days from OpenAI or from
That's
from
true.
Apple. It feels like that because we have a lot to show what we have done in the couple past weeks, and yeah, let's jump right in, I would say.
Yes, and we have this big transition, which we're gonna go right into. So here it is, founder update number 10. What are we gonna talk about, Benny?
We are going to talk about, of course, our new product, the Crafter. But not only that, we have done a lot also in the background and a lot of plans, a lot of coding, a lot of releasing. Yeah, we share everything we did in the past couple, like 5 weeks or 6 weeks.
Exactly. And also rolling out the Craft Award. And what's the Craft
Yeah.
Award? We're gonna get into that. So, but before we go into that, let's recap. Starting this year, we put our first engines to sale. We developed them last year, and that's the character engine and the custom image engine. Some of you might have heard of them, and they went really well. So we didn't do much sales, and this is a big mistake we did back then because they both have huge potential. But to the ones we sold the product, they were super happy and just people told other people how awesome it is, and this is how we made a bunch of money. But we actually let a lot of potential back then just lie on the ground. Then we had this big plan to create many more engines. The game engine, video engine, and tool engine, and we still have those plans. But in summer, then with the token launch, we launched multiple other engines: the image engine and image engine XS, the meme engine, the web engine, and the game engine in
A lot of engines.
alpha. Yes, so many engines and craft engines. And we wanted to continue that path, but then we realized two things. One, there's a huge potential, an untapped potential in Telegram of all-in-one bot. Like there's the ME6 bot for Discord. Many people know that it's super popular, but there's nothing similar in the Telegram world, and that's really interesting. And that's like a huge potential. And then we realized, hey, actually, we are having all those engines, but basically we are creating one tool set. And we should make it easier for sales and on the other side for users to actually use them, just put them all into one interface. And this is the Crafter. And that's what we did in autumn now, putting all the stuff into the Crafter. Those ideas, we created a foundation for a super scalable system, and that's the Crafter, which we released yesterday as a public beta. And the custom image engine and the character engine also going to be integrated into that, but we're going to say more on that in a minute. And now next comes winter. Winter is around. Winter's coming, and we
Winter is
have two.
coming.
Right, and it's a really great winter. I think I'm super excited. We have two big goals. One is streamlining the sales process. As I just said, in spring we did a mistake on not selling the heck out of those great products, and we're going to do that, but in a much more streamlined process. And we have a great team which is highly motivated, and we had this unlock of giving them more tools, more flexibility, more autonomy, so that they can do all the stuff that they do at a high quality level. And also, we want the Crafter, this one big main product we have, to get continuous updates. We really want to get into a momentum where it just doesn't stop. You're just expecting Crafter to get better and better and better every month.
I always want to yeah, repeat that if normally crypto projects, if they release some kind of product like a Telegram bot, there are a lot out there who also like did some engines or generative AI, put generative AI in it. But most of them, they are discontinuing their work at one point. And this is not what will happen with us or the crafter. This will be the chance, if you stick to a product, to really be successful with this product, to scale it across thousands of communities and people, is endless. Like the potential is enormous, and we are going to stick there. And we will listen to our users, get in the feedback, and adjust or release continuous updates each week or bi-weekly.
Exactly. And this is an important, different perspective we have. We are in Web3 and we are talking to Web3 people right now, but we're actually thinking of us. We have a company and we have products, and we also are having a token, and we are active in Web3, and we have a lot of knowledge about Web3, and we are Web3 native, but that's not like we are a token and that's everything. We have a token, but we have also products, and that's an important difference. And many people are already like surprised. Hey, you're still around and you're deving each week and you're pumping out videos and founder
How
updates
are
and
you not
everything.
dead yet?
Yes. And yeah, that's like we already showing it. Like we're staying, we are here to stay, and we're going to continue that. So there's no doubt for the two of us and for our team, we are staying and we're in this for years to come. So yeah. And we're just gonna show that even more, I think, with the continuous updates, where like it's one product and it gets regular
Yeah.
updates. I think that's even more easier for people to actually see how that's
Yeah.
like one product and one Streamlit, and it's getting better, 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 better. So yeah, that's gonna be cool. So with the Crafter, we worked on a branding that's really fresh, unique, but also timeless. And when we were done with that, we realized, oh, okay, damn it, Craft Engine doesn't really fit anymore. So we integrated that, but in a different way. So it's a little bit more unique, but still a family of branding for the Craft Engine. So the Craft Engine itself, we have those currently gradients and blue and pink styles, which is very typical AI. Even though we were earlier, but others jumped on the same train. But we are going to a really different style, and we looked at the market to see how we can be timeless, but at the same time stick out, be different than others. That's one thing when we think about selling, we need to think about us being different to the current market situation. So we update the Craft Engine branding, and that means this is our new product lineup. Super simple. We have the Crafter, Character Engine, and we have the Crafter token. Character Engine, we said we want to integrate it in the Crafter, but at the moment, Character Engine is a really amazing product, and it's sellable. We are going to keep it for 6 months or a year and then integrate it into the craft itself. So this is the plan, and a super simple lineup. Okay, so what else? The craft itself. As I just said, we take all the engines, all the ideas we have, and putting into a one simple product. And we call it currently an AI toolkit for chat native communities and productivity. So we're starting with Telegram. We are going to expand into Discord and later other platforms too. And we want to be a tool where it's just a no-brainer. When you think about creating a new community, it's like, of course, I'm adding the crafter. And this crafter is going to just be there for everything. Your buy board, your portal, your filters, your everything you need, but also your team productivity. Like every team has a private group for the mods or the admins, and like sharing content, sharing knowledge, and who does what. And for most teams, this is a mess. And they
Yeah.
set up it once, and then, oh damn, this group, who has admin rights here? I can't kick this bot. And it's like chaos. And the crafter is gonna be like this one simple step solution where you go there, you set it up, you set up your team, you add your members, you manage your groups. And in the coming days and weeks and months, we're gonna have different videos showing the different features on how the crafter solves those different jobs to be done. But that's all for now. I would just want to say, oh, you wanna
Yeah. No, I just wanted to tell that this is actually a website that we have
Mm,
released, and you can access it with crafted.bot.
yes,
We secured that domain. We are very happy about that. So the Crafter is an individual product and our main product, and we want to not only give it an own website or an own place to live. We have also made an own X account for the Crafter, because later on the Crafter will be used inside X also for you or for communities to manage those social platforms. So the Crafter lives at their own webpage and on X. Just wanted to tell you.
exactly. Yeah, it's important that you say that. Like, we are Craft Engine, but we're
Yeah,
creating the Crafter. But the Crafter it's just a product on its own. And in the future, if it's successful, people just gonna call it Crafter, and most of them just won't know about Craft
yeah,
Engine. We are the company behind it, and
exactly.
it's not important that we connect that. And I think it's really an advantage that we separate
Yeah,
that. Cool. Yeah. So just wanted to add that the craft itself, we have in our mind, and it's like three main areas where this thing is active. It's making you more productive. It's making you more creative, or is supporting your creativity, and helping you manage and engage your community. And I think this is um, three parts native to Telegram that's absolutely unique. And we have so many ideas and so much potential to expand it. We're just so bullish about the next weeks, months, adding all this feature. So that's so cool. One note about the character engine. So up to now we had a custom image engine. That's the top part here, and the character engine. Custom image engine, basically, you come to us, you have a mascot, a meme, like you have a couple of images, maybe some you paid a designer to draw something, maybe you used an AI tool to create some images, but we are training based on your character custom image model. Then this is added as a bot to your community, and then your community or your team can create any image based on this character. You see here, Lovecat, they created different, they put this character in different situations, different styles. So this is a product, people love it. And the cast character engine, that's a chatbot in your community. So Lovecat, for example, is in their community, and you can talk to Lofi, and it's super cute. We have cute characters, we have decent characters, we have funny characters, we have not so funny characters, and we've set up the system which can really adapt to different profiles, and that's really cool. And those are great products, but it's so complicated. I had to say so many words to tell you that. And custom image engine feels that, and this is all as again this thing about we are thinking about sales and how to sell this thing. So it's just going to be character engine with chat mode, image mode. That's it.
simple as that.
But we're going a step further. We want to not just think about sales and make a few assets and like contact some people. We are going really deep and seriously into this. One thing is allowing our team internally to create all those things. First thing we made is this character studio. It's just an internal system where our team can log in and then train those characters, test them, add those different profiles, and if they're happy, then just deploy them to Telegram. And if and we had this multiple times now, it's so cool to see. Customer comes, say, "Hey, I want a character chatbot. It's this style." Our team trains it like Casual and Hitch and Aussie. Then puts that in a test chat, fine tunes it. Character customer's happy, putting it in the community, and then it's live, and we get paid, and it's super cool to see. Then we have this meme engine, which is a feature we haven't advertised enough yet because it's so cool. Basically, you write in your community /meme and then anything. Um, and it's taking memes you know from the internet, typical memes, but the text is based on your prompt and the context of your community. And it's so cool. So you get the custom meme based on the current situation. And it's so fun if you have a fun interaction with somebody and you just write /meme and then you create a meme right on the spot for this situation. It's really great. But you created this meme engine, started with a couple of memes, and then we discontinued working on that. So the true potential didn't shine yet. But now we have a meme studio where our team can add memes themselves, add meme packs. And later, we're also going to allow communities or projects to create their own meme packs. So imagine here, you don't see this child by heart, but there's Lofi looking funny, and in the background is the burning house. So this is going to be a really amazing product, I think, in the future, where you have the typical meme images, but combined with the character of the project and the situational humor. So yeah, I'm super bullish about this. And then something cool, big. When we started the Character Studio, we had the team getting more leads, and we got more into sales, and then multiple deals started at the same time. And it's not just like somebody comes in, you click a button and it's sold. Like you talk with the people, which product are they interested in, and it's a process, a typical sales process with different steps in it. And we didn't have a system to um, actually work this through. Like people sometimes use Salesforce, this huge thing and complicated. And we didn't have that. We tried to use different project management tools to see how to that we can follow this processes, but it was hard. And then we said, hey, why don't we create our own thing? And this is the result. It's currently not in development. It's contact engine. Name is going to change, I think, but it's an amazing system which we're going to have internally for contacts and sales and project management, and maybe in the future. Internally, we talked about it. It has big potential since other projects have the same problem to actually turn this into a product next to the crafter. But we're going to see about that. First, we're going to have this as an internal tool to improve our sales process.
And if you remember the post we did like a couple of months ago, how we are working, that there is an idea. This idea goes into the labs where we create like an MVP or some kind of product that we can use internally. And then we are going out of the labs and we are building it for the masses or for clients. And every single one of those will have the potential to do so, like a self-service for a character, for example, inside a character studio, or you can make your own meme packs with this meme engine front end, and also the contact engine. It holds a lot of potential, we have found. And yeah, we ourselves, we are always testing different tools where we can manage Craft Engine, our tasks, our tools, our sales, and nothing really fits. Nothing really fits to the simplicity that we need, but also to Web3 that everyone needs in here. And there is so much potential to set something up that is not as big as Salesforce or Microsoft Teams or whatever, but also not as basic as Basecamp may be. So we found a good place in that contact engine, and I'm pretty sure that this will also hold much potential later on, not only
Yeah.
for us internally.
I think so too. And it's a good reminder about the labs, exactly. So this, what you see on the screen right now, these are three products
Yeah.
we have in the labs, and we are creating them for ourselves. But definitely, for example, Hitch is working with the Character Studio a lot, and he already said this is something people would love, just creating characters for themselves and talking with them. So there are ideas coming out of these internal products and tools we create. definitely.
And I want
And
to mention again that our team got so excited with using those tools internally, and the output was just amazing. So
yeah,
it was a good learning for us that we need to build not only for revenue or for our product or for our clients, we need to build for our members and our team,
yeah,
because if they have the power, they can use the power, and that's what we were doing in the labs.
I've got the power, right? And another important point you said is about there are many tools out there and SaaS software you can buy, which is great, but none or only a few, and they don't do it really well, are integrating with Web3. Like, Web3 is like a big thing to say, but concretely saying, hey, a sales process in crypto connected to wallets and within Telegram native, because crypto is so much on Telegram. There's nothing like that out there. You can't, like, if within Salesforce say, hey, this contact has a wallet and they want to buy with the tokens, and we communicate in a group in Telegram with them because they're anonymous people. Like, Salesforce won't allow that anything to build up this process. So there's a huge opportunity to build really good tools for Web3 native, definitely. But we won't forget about our own token. It's still a huge thing for us, and we care a lot about craft, and it's gonna be the underpinning of all our products. And we talked a lot about the holder page in the past weeks and months. We showed a couple of previews, and one thing we are doing right now is calling not. It's gonna call in the future the Craft Vault. Holder page was like hard to say, and it's not really saying everything about it. So we have the Craft Vault, and the Craft Vault is live right now. So you can go into its website, vault.craftengine.app. You can connect your wallet, and then if your wallet has anything, any craft in it, you get this wonderful shiny 3D card, your own card with your name, your unique name within the craft universe. So if you register early, you get your own name. You can't use underscores or whatever you do on X, and then you see your craft amount. You also see the current chart. You see how the tokens are distributed, live data, for example, the season rewards and how much buyback burn we had. And also you can connect multiple wallets, and then of course all the craft within all your wallets across many multiple wallets is combined into this, shown in this card. And this is the base for more. So this is like you go in there, you have this home for your own craft holdings. You get this nice card, you get an overview of the current state of the token, and we're gonna go further with this. We also already teased that the whole idea of gamification. Like, we wanna, when you hold craft or when you are engaging within the craft universe with our products or in community, we want to gamify that, and also people should earn from that. And we didn't forget that. Right now we focus on the crafter, getting it on the rails, getting the sales processes right, but then we're going to come back to the gamification. We said we have every quarter one season, the craft seasons, and we have so many cool ideas for that. And we're gonna do something within this season. I know we are already 1/3 into this season, and we haven't started this season yet. But we're gonna do something. But as you just saw, we have the main priority of the crafter and the sales processes, and this is really important because ultimately this means us getting revenue shared with the holders, of course. And as we go into later, there's also cool stuff happening if people buy within Crafter. But we also have the ability to back calculate the holdings and the experience. So if you're holding craft now, you will get within the season tokens experience
And
in this
not
season.
only that, we are actually also able to backtrack the activity inside the chat because, yeah, we have all the data in our databases. So we can also track the activity and give engagement points later on at the end of the season. And what we want to do is a season is a quarter. And after each quarter, we want to have this big season party, let's say it this way, where we have a big live stream, where we have big, like major product updates. We have season reward winners and we have a small burn party and stuff like that. So this will come quarterly.
Yeah, and I'm really looking forward to it. I think the first season gonna be a little smaller at first,
Yeah.
but the next season are gonna be bigger. We have more resources to put into season 2 and 3 and 4, of course. And there's awesome ideas with yeah, I'm not going into that. This is something of the future. So to summarize, Craft Engine, the company, we have 3 main things: the crafter, the character engine, and our token. And now I think we should go into more about the crafter itself, because yesterday we made the public beta launch.
Yes, we made the public beta launch. You can now access the crafter under this handle, Crafter AI bot. Once we have some yeah, funds to spend, we are going to buy the major how is it called, username, Telegram username, I don't know how it is called, for the bot. Right now you can access it right there. You can test it, you can do whatever you want with that. This is in the public beta. This means that we are taking customers at hand or by hand, and they will provide feedback of bugs, of features that we should implement to make it a lot better. Where also the process where it's going, like the roadmap of the crafter itself will, like, we have a roadmap, of course, but it will be adjusted on user needs. And this is really something we want to value a lot, because you are the users, and you need to give us the input what you need for that. So we have the Crafter beta program right now. This is that's a Telegram group. You can join. Everybody can join there and can give feedback of the beta version of the Crafter.
And you, Benny,
Yeah.
and I, we are in there. We are super active. So
Yeah.
this is like a
Direct
builder's
feedback.
dream is feedback. Like
Yeah.
getting feedback of people who really care and use your product. That's like the most amazing thing. So if you use the crafter and you got feedback, please go in there. We are in there most of the time, and we are super active. We want to hear your feedback. We're gonna fix bugs. We're gonna listen to your feedback. Of course, if you have like a feature request, we won't implement it immediately, but it's gonna go to a list, and we're gonna take it seriously, because we wanna the best thing we can do is really shape the product according to feedback, because then we're gonna just be product led and have product success.
Exactly. And we are not going to go over the crafter right now and features, but we are doing a bigger stream next week, a longer stream, where we are going to set up the crafter for a project and show you everything that it's possible and everything that is needed to set it up in a good way, that it's also like working in the future when you need to add something. You know, it's yeah, we are in the version 0.12 right now. So we have a clear image of what the first version, the 1.0, should look like in the end, with all the community feed, like the all-in-one bots that is empowered by AI. And up to that point, we are taking everyone by hand, and we ask you and to please give us feedback. If you have some feature requests, bugs, anything, you can write into the beta program.
But one note about that, you can DM the crafter and add it to groups, and
Yeah.
there's a lot you can do on your own. So you can
Yeah.
experiment with it. There are a lot of features for free in a free plan that you can just use, and there are a couple of cool features like templates,
Hmm.
which you can just use on your own. You don't need a community. You just
No.
set up templates, and then you can send them anywhere. So this is like a bunch of stuff you do own. But what we want to take people on their hand is the team part, where
Yeah.
a whole team, a project wants to set up multiple groups and then manage them. That's where we want to learn more. That's why we do a hands-on demo approach, where people come to us, we set up their team, and then of course we give out a free trials for a month or two, so they can test it, and then we can learn from their needs.
Exactly. And what we want to achieve is to have this bi-weekly release cycle with new features, which we definitely can. The thing is, right now, we want to target a specific audience, and this is group managers, I would say. So everyone who is managing a lot of groups and doesn't maybe or lose overview from time to time. It's a very good tool for that because you can add it into every group. It can give you daily summaries of every group. Later on, you will be able to ask the bot in which group what kind of topics were talked about and stuff like that. So it's
And
cool for
also,
group. Yeah.
what's also already implemented and really cool feature is you can set up a template and then on a schedule send out that template to a
Reminders.
specific group.
Yes.
Reminders, exactly. And that's for like a mod group or
Yeah.
internal group, really helpful. So if you have
Exactly.
those needs, please test the crafter, give us feedback.
What you can find in the crafter right now is, of course, all of our engines that we made early this year. So it can create images and HD images. It can work with text, with the text engine. We also implemented the chain engine at some point, but yeah, next week we will have a whole live stream and showing you every single feature of it. Just play with it right now if you want to. And not only what we want to is group managers as target audience, but also salespeople. And everybody's selling something on Telegram. It's like, yeah, let's make a group, and people join, and then everyone is sending his blurbs like a card that you give. With all the informations, and this is happening all the time. And what we wanted to do is to have an easy management of those blurbs, of those templates. So what you can do is you can create a template with a media, with text, with buttons, like a cool Telegram message that looks awesome. And then you can reuse it, and every one of your team can reuse it in groups. You go into a group, put in the crafter, and write /t and the ID of your template, and then the template comes up, and everyone like the team can change it and reuse it. So it's really meant for group management and for sales right now, but it should be in the end, it will be an all-in-one bot. That's what we have said. So the next things we are going to do is we make it really valuable for communities. For that, we will need something like a portal. We will a welcome message, filters, anti-spam, anti not safe for work, and all that stuff that we need 5 or 10 bots right now for handling it. We want to implement into the crafter.
Yeah, and I want to highlight two small details about the blurbs you just mentioned, just to give people a taste how we are approaching this, and which is like where it's different. It's not another bot. The
Yeah.
templates feature, you can create a project and share it with people. Like you add people, like we have Craft Engine as a project, and we add all the people on our team to this project. And then you can create templates within the project, and the template is shared. So when you update our blurb, like which explains like the crafter,
Yeah.
and I'm using it, I'm using the latest blurb
Yeah.
for the crafter because it's shared within the team, and that's something you can't get anywhere else.
No.
Because people are like copying, pasting, like they create groups where they share those blurbs and they update them.
Yeah.
And this is doable but messy. Then comes another really cool feature, which is, I don't think there's anything. Like, you can create a blurb and have buttons below it, as you just said. Then you can create another blurb, and then a button can show the other blurb. So you
Yeah.
can create a whole navigation between blurbs. Like, you can create 3 blurbs and 3 buttons and connect the buttons with the blurb. And then you have
Yeah.
this blurb, and you click a button, then the blurb is switched out. And this is like super cool when you go in a group and say like, hey, this is me. And then you have your blurb and then the buttons, and you click the buttons, then the blurb is switched out, like showing different products you have or services. Like, this is something so cool. So just as a taste of how we are thinking about designing and offering really native solutions that are really solving problems deeply and not just on the
Yeah.
surface level, like, okay, you can like post a message automatically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What maybe I mention it now because it kind of fits. If you open the Crafter, you can see that we have made a lot of thoughts about how it should look, how the media should look, how the text should look, how the navigation should look like, because we want to build a brand. And if you build a brand, you're not like just doing stuff, you're thinking about why you do it, so the user gets a certain feeling. And this is what we want to project. Everyone who comes to the Craft or any of other products should have this feeling that it belongs to Craft Engine. So there are a lot of bots out there. You started, and then you see this, like if a developer made this, this highly technical sentences and not formatted very, very well. So we want to project a really good UI on Telegram with that bot also, which is very important in our opinion.
In a tasteful way. Like,
In a tasteful way.
often people in Web3 are jealous of Web2 products, but because in Web2, they are investing in design, like hiring designers who are full-time
Yeah.
sitting there and moving the pixels so it looks great and creating animations. And then in Web3, this is like, under supported, and then you get like and what's often now also happens, what I see often, like bots that you clearly see this is vibe coded, and currently AI bots put so many emojis in there
Yeah.
and those typical formattings you see, and we want to bring this Web2 quality in Web3.
Exactly.
And then something cool happens if you buy credits
Oh.
within the Crafter.
So this is our first feature of the chain engine that we have set up. We have actually our own burn bot, which is detecting burns of a token and sending a Telegram message on burn. We also have a buy button which is currently not implemented into the chat, but will be soon. But the power of that is because we have centralized the revenue flow which comes into the company. So right now, if we have a B2B customer who is booking the character engine or the custom image engine, then we are writing an invoice, they are sending the money, and every month we are writing invoices. This is a lot of like AI does it for us in some kind of way, but it's not good. And right now, if we have a product where we also have the need that people need to buy credits, so these credits can be used to buy features, to buy plans, but also to use generative AI, which is costing on every request, and it depends on how much context you have. It costs a lot or it costs less. So we have centralized the system, and we have the Craft credit system. Every project or every person user gets a dedicated deposit wallet where you can send Ethereum on Base chain or Ethereum on Ethereum chain, or right now also BNB on BSC chain. Later on, Solana will be supported. And for the amount that you have sent to that, you will get credits. And one credit, like $1 is 100 credits. If you send $10 to that address, you get $10 worth of credits or 1,000 credits. The cool part is that everyone who is uploading credits will trigger a process where we distribute the revenue with 50% going into operations, 25% going into a team salary wallet, and the rest will be 12.5% will be used to buy back the token and to burn it. So we will get those burn messages always when someone is upping their credits.
And this is to make sure people get this. This is automatically. So
This is
we have
full
this
automatic.
credit buy system within the Crafter already live,
Yeah.
and when people and all the products we have now and in the future gonna run through this credit system. If you want something from us, you need to
Yeah.
have credits, and every time somebody buys credits, if it's for $10, for $1,000, no matter, this system automatically triggers, and 12.5% are automatically burned. And I think this is important to show, like, we
Yes.
care really about the craft token, and this shows how much, like, every time somebody buys something, we burn the craft token down.
Maybe those numbers needs to be adjusted in the future. For now, this stands. So, and there is a little side note. It only works with Ethereum on Base because we can easily buy back the token and burn. The funds that come on the Ethereum chain or BSC chain right now, they will be collected, and at our we thought maybe it's cool that we have the season live streams at the end of a quarter, and maybe make a little burn party with those tokens. So the buyback is working if someone on Base is uploading their credits with Ethereum. And not only 12.5% are buyback and burn, but also another 6.25% are bought back for the season rewards. And the last ETH, like the 6.25% that we still have in ETH, will also go to the season rewards. So in every revenue, like also our B2B partners, they won't send us the money into a wallet anymore. They will need to upload their credits to have also this monthly reduction for the plans. And 18.75% of all the revenue will be bought back in Craft, which is, I think, crazy if we can scale it and snowball.
Definitely. And I love that it's automatic. We don't have our hands, and people don't have to trust that we do that. It's just doing its thing. And every time somebody buys something in our community right now, maybe later in other systems, we can show just how much is burned, and every time something is burned. So that's really cool. And as you said, we need to adjust those numbers depending on the scale of the size of how many people are buying, how much we want to invest in this and that. Definitely. But I'm so happy about this. So cool.
It's cool.
Okay, so what's next? Sales mode. We going to into heavy sales mode. We, as we just said, we have great products. We don't want to make the same mistake again. We going into heavy sales mode, and this doesn't only mean internal sales processes as we showed, but also, of course, assets, marketing on social media. We're gonna have media kits with animations, explainers. All the things for the crafter. We're going to have a docs page with any videos, short video clips that explain each feature individually. We are thinking about going into TikTok and other social medias. So this whole thing, we really gonna invest a lot of our resources into selling the crafter. And as you already said, working closely with the users to really see what they need and then implement it. And just like we know everything and implement features, and it's completely going sideways and people don't really use it. But really, we're gonna set up analytics to see which features are used and which features are most used, and of course where are bugs. But if you see, hey, this feature is really intensively used, we're gonna think about how can we improve it. And if you see potential for other feature which is underused, we can maybe put it in another menus way or explain it better, stuff like that. And of course, the character engine. As you saw, we enabled our team to train those characters, and we're gonna sell it. Like first, explain how amazing it is, make use case studies, all of that.
Exactly, and it's very important that we are switching to that mode, because in the previous weeks, you have seen what we have done, and it's a lot of coding, a lot of deathing, but also a lot of work with the team to get to that point. and AI is helping us a lot, of course, also with setting up the processes. But it's really important that, especially Ruby, the design magician, gets his hands on creating cool assets, cool videos that are showcasing the crafter in a simple way. We will have like good documentation for non-technical people, but also for like people who are cool with setting up like architect projects, for example. So different docs, different assets, social media campaigns. We are switching. We are
Yeah.
switching, and we are going to sell it.
Yeah, yeah. And I think that's an important point to underscore. Like, it often happens in Web3 that there are devs. If a project is lucky, they get really good devs, and then the devs are building. They're building, building,
Yeah.
building, but they're not so good at selling the stuff. I think we have the advantage that we are pretty good at selling. It's just the thing that we didn't invest a lot of time or resources into selling, and most of our time into token and, of course, building stuff. But now we have this foundation where we can switch to a mode where you mainly are on the builder side and I'm mainly on the marketing sales side. And I think that's going to help us really push our products, push our revenue.
And I want to mention we are good at selling, which means that our team is good at selling. And
Yes, yes. If I say we, I
yeah,
mean
of
our
course,
team,
of course.
definitely not you and
I
me.
just
Yeah,
wanted to mention it again that
thanks. Yeah,
we are so grateful for this awesome team, because
yeah.
they're putting so many hours into Craft Engine, but also into thinking about Craft Engine and how to
Mhm.
improve things. And they tell us, hey, this is shitty, you should do that. We are doing that, and it flows. So the team is such an essential part of that. So thank you
Yeah.
again,
And to
team.
name them Ozzy, Hitch, Casual, and Lars, our
Yes,
sidekick.
exactly.
So next week, so this stream is done. We, I think, said everything we want to say. As always, it's been a little bit longer, but we had really a lot of catching up to do, and I think this a big transition now.
Yeah.
It's okay to talk a little longer about that. But next week we're going to have, as you said, this crafter full setup stream where
Yes.
we make a live stream where we use the crafter to set up a whole project and how it looks like with internal groups and templates and links and so many more cool features which we didn't mention yet, which we're going to show there.
I'm so looking forward to that, because
Yeah.
it's that we have a lot of features already into the crafter which are cool and beneficial, but those features have the possibility in some point to work together. And you need to figure it out in some way, especially with the knowledge you can give for a project and the AI features on top of that knowledge, or creating posts or so. But I'm looking so forward to it. We'll take an hour or two and we set it up, and then we show you how awesome it can be if it's set up the right way.
Yeah, it's very cool. And we're gonna, of course, post the exact time and date on our socials. So very bullish about the future and
Yes,
happy we could now talk about all the cool things we prepared in the past weeks.
very cool.
So with
Have a
that,
great week. We see
day
us next week, and yeah.